Now let's see how the routes are actually protected. So here you can say here in the dashboard copy.py. Okay, this is actually Manas code which is going little bit hard for me. So I make this one a different file that dashboard that HTML for normal code, and this is the that code actually. So dashboard, how dashboard looks, where I have already seen it, like here in the browser itself. Okay. So in the this is dashboard. When I am adding something, it will come here. Okay. So let's come back into our code. What it said that yeah, this is totally front end part. Okay, the main part from here. So what happened? First of all, it will check the token from local storage. From where, as you know, Control Shift I in the application, this token that will check. And yeah, we have also console log user for checking if their real user is printed or not. Yeah, you can see here is printed. Suppose I make it comment then okay control slash so it will be now gone. Nothing is there because we are not printing anything. Okay, control. Hmm. If there is no token or no user, then directly we go to the slash login page because if no token, then we have not give any user the permission for editing or adding any tool in any list or hot list. Then show username and on top of never like this one they are talking about. Okay. Now then the load to do. What this load to do do? It will when I am logging, all these to do comes into my uh, app as it is. So that's why I am writing one function. What is that function? Let us see that load functions. That function first of all fetch API to do. Then let us move to the. It will show the first of all it is also giving the header authorization and bearer also token. This is the industry package as we are doing this. So yeah, it will show now. First of all, go to the API to do. Why it is showing authorization? Because if I am removing this line, what happen? If anybody goes in anywhere, suppose I am remove this line. Suppose I am pass here, just write pass. So, okay, before removing, let me show you demo and then we will remove that. Okay. So now when I am coming here, it will show us for the you can say that application. Yeah, token is there, so we can come on this route. But let me open one our ignore to tab suppose, leaving to window, and let me copy this part control C. Okay. Why it is not coming? Means actually, I am trying to. I am copying this part now. Control C dashboard. Then okay, I am. See, I am just enter. It will directly redirect to login. Why? Because in here in the application part, no token is there. So that's why it is happening like this. So that's why you can say that bearer part is so important. And in case I am just pass it, I am just writing your pass. So here, yeah, it is running server not reachable. Yeah, okay, means you can say that some errors we will face because of that. I think, but in here, suppose I am trying to log in. Okay, let me take this URL. Still, it is not giving me any permission, but Okay, just let us check the code. What happened? So when I am writing here pass, what happened? It will not then check for the tokens and anything for now. Means after that time. Uh, in the API to-dos actually, here in the app.py API to-dos, this one, we will get that information. Control K, control close bracket. Okay, let us comment this part for now. Control slash. This is also control slash and control slash. So let us check what happened here. It will not give any to us. Why? Because hmm, but in this case, when we are going into control dashboard, let us see what happened in dashboard to control B. No, it never gives us permission for the fan. I think. Okay, so we are coming here into dashboard, but the data will not going to fetch here. Why? Because we are not providing the current user and we can say like any securities for that. So that's why it will make that error. Let's come back into dashboard, our dashboard here. So here where we are writing pass in the function to do's, we are checking whether API is okay. Now just a minute. Let me check where I had passed. Sorry, dashboard copy. Na? We are in dashboard. Control Z. Hmm. So in this way, you can say that we are not redirect. We will not going to that out because of this things. You can say we can also fill this authorization part. We will see it later. Yeah, I think we have checked that into the no later. Okay. In the some few minutes we will check that what is authorization here and that one. Okay, if the response status is 401, then we have to log out. Then what is the logout? Logout is this function now. It simply what does logically think. What will it do? It just clear the cache or you can say local storage of token. Then I uh, automatically get logout. It will do the same. It will clear the local storage and directly redirect to the slash login. Hmm. After that, what is there? If response is not okay, then we will show that fail to load the tools. If our response is not clear, this response I am talking about. Okay. So then for to-do list we are getting uh, we are tracking this ID to-do list here, this to-do list, and we are putting it as loading. When it will load. Okay. So to-do list it will become it will just take the to-do list here. Okay, just let me check here. Hmm. In the to-do list, it will take the to-do total list and it will print all the to-dos from where this to-do list coming from. So this comes from constant to-do list. I even don't know where it is coming from. Okay, let me check what where is coming to control shift, control C, control F, control V, okay, control A. Here, I just want to copy this part away. Control C, control V. To the three are there. Okay, to do this, we are just making one variable to constant to do list. We are taking this list, and now we are using this here. If the to do data, where what is data? This data I am talking about. Yeah, this data which is coming from backend. Yeah, this one JSON which backend sent to the front end. That data that to do data uh, in the data part to do in the data control here, in the data to do part is this one. Uh, in the data to do part this one. This to-do is coming, and if its length is zero, which it will means no anybody no any you can say no any list is there of in to-do. Then it will print no task yet. Add one new. Let check this. Suppose I am deleting the all. Suppose server not reachable. It will see. Okay. Let me deactivate clear all the print again. See, this all no task yet. Add one arrow. This one no task yet. Add one arrow. Suppose I'm doing more in message here. Is that really comes here? Yeah, it comes here. Okay, now we are going. Okay, so if any list is there, then iterate through all the list and give me all the list. How to iterate in the here? It will ID a task content and is completed for T in the to-dos means for with the in the to-do list this to-do list which is coming from to-do table it will iterate through each and then all this data is given to the front end through the to-dos and in the front end in the JS this hash you can say one type of array in the JS it will iterate through each and then provide us the to do and all the things. So first one completed, update completed count. What this talking about? This talking about this one. Suppose I am adding here ALT. So here suppose what it shows? It shows data dot tools dot length means how many total list is there. Suppose I am adding here ALT again. And yeah it is now changes one and now again suppose I am just clicking here and one more task is completed so it is showing that one is completed out of two the same completed and the total length yeah and if the error is unpredictable then it shows the server not reachable which we already face then this is toggle to do we are talking about the update like it is showing the put means update request, also the authorization part, and if is completed comes, then we should uh, we should load the to-dos again. And if any error 401 or we should directly log out. And if the response is not okay, then fail to update the task. Actually, we are not writing any code for this in the API. I think. In the app. Okay, so how to delete works? Okay, so what it does is finally it takes the ID, then delete this task. When I am trying to delete anything, it will ask me delete this task. So let me check whether is this really works or not. This is okay. I'm refreshing this part and then see here when yes start. This is that. Okay, when I click on that button, delete or it returns back delete this task, and if I'm clicking yes, then it will delete. If it also says if not, if I'm not click here, then it will go here. If I'm clicking yes, then it will take directly here to this in the app.py. Method is delete authorization this part and here in the delete control K control C. So it will check first of all don't think about this whole part actually I'm explain we will see what actually this is. I think in every thing there is this one but we are not checking it. We'll check that what happened actually. So okay, forget this part for now. If to do is there, it will take all the queries to do that ID. If no to do not found. If to do dot user ID and the current user ID matches, from where this current ID current coming from to here, and actually this is the you can say protected route code. I will explain it. Just wait. Okay, if it is matches then if it is not matches, then it shows that unauthorized. And if matches, then it will delete and commit. And sudo deleted this message. Class you can see flash on our uh, screen. So, let us check what happened in the this one. Current user error. Means current this is a protected route. We are protecting each and every route for checking that whether that user is logging is correctly logging and only that user can see his data or her data. Because if I am using not that particular login system, then anybody can log in and check see anybody's data. So we have to prevent that. So that's why we are using this method. What happen? It takes the current user and error and get current user. Okay, what is this get current user? Let's check here. Okay, it validates the JWT token and return the current user. It checks for authorization, expect the validation, fetches user from the database, and returns user null or null error response accordingly. Okay, from models we are importing the user. So if authorization not in request.header. Okay, now what is authorization? So authorization you can say there is a difference between authentication and authorization. Authentication means we are just logging and that. Unauthorization means we can delete. That part we can say that is authorization. Yeah, here if there is no authorization or request dot header, then we can say that the token is missing. But if the authorization is there, then we can try to print it. Like if we are checking the control J, see testing. See this testing part. What it returns, it returns the host connection, authorization, this bearer token, this one our token, then user agent, this all part. And we are specifically print the authorization. Suppose I am writing here, I don't know, okay, okay, I suppose I am reprint this server not reachable. I think the actually, um, okay, what I am doing wrong is I am putting here directly, to syntax error issue. Actually, I this is wrong method. Actually, I know I'm doing right till I'm just trying whether it runs or not. We have to paste it here over, and here you can see now it will run. We will clear all the things and try again running and replace this part. Yeah, see here um, special authorization with this one special authorization. This authorization will be here in this token all token is coming here and then here header auth header means request dot header authorization means that checking just if this matches means the auth request auth header is also that authorization आणि आपण इकडे तोच request dot header authorization if ते जर दोघं मॅच नाही झाली किंवा असं म्हटलं की जर स्टार्ट विअर नाही होत नसेल then you can say return that invalid token format आणि मग टोकन इकडे बनतं परत ऑथ हेडर आणि त्याला स्प्लिट करतो आपण वन ने मलाही माहिती आहे आपण ही खूप इम्पॉर्टंट प्रोसेस आहे वाटतं हेडर डॉट स्प्लिट आणि आपण प्रिंट करून बघू या टोकनला प्रिंटिंग टोकन सपोज प्रिंटिंग टोकन and refreshing this one and here printing token yeah this one means we are getting that token here this token we will get what um, and I as I say you that what the token contains payload secret key and what third party algorithm yeah right algorithm okay now here we are taking the decode the data. Why decode? So that the person who is actually login should contain that thing. So that we have decode token. How we are decoding? We are just writing a decode token. Uh, we are passing token secret key and this one, and this token automatically converts this into our main decode our token. Where this decode token comes from? This decode token comes from. Actually, I think it is coming directly. It is directly you can say uh, one type of Python class library. I think it is create token and decode token are very important. They are coming from I think JWT import JWT. Okay, then. Current user then current user how can it knows let user from user table query dot get and from data this data and user id that user id means let understand from here and then application here user from data which is coming from backend uh, that data we are already printing it here as well control j this data user id from that data we are taking the user id. From where this data comes from? Yes, this comes from we are decoding that data. That is that data actually. We are keeping that decode token into this data part, and then if the data is not there, then we can say that token is invalid. And if the data is means if the decoding is success, then we are extracting the user ID from that, and then we can say that that user is logged successfully. And if no, then we can say that no user found. So let us check how it is run again. सगळ्यात पहिले ऑथरायझेशन चेक होतं इन रिक्वेस्ट हेडर. ह्याच्यासाठी लक्षात करून घ्या की ऑफ ऑथरायझेशन नसेल रिक्वेस्ट हेडर्स मध्ये म्हणजे रिक्वेस्ट हेडर्स आपल्याला कळलं की रिक्वेस्ट हेडर किती मोठे असतात इन द टेस्टिंग पार्ट हे एवढं एवढं सगळं असतं रिक्वेस्ट डॉट हेडर्स मध्ये. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये जर ऑथरायझेशन नसेल तर आपण बोलू शकतो की टोकन मिसिंग आहे. मग आपण टेस्ट करून पाहिलं की नसेल ठीक आहे. त्याच्यानंतर ऑथर हेड मध्ये आपण ते ऑथरायझेशन घेतो आणि इकडे चेक करतो. ऑथर हेडर मध्ये खरंच तो बिअरर ने स्टार्ट होतोय का. बिअरर ने स्टार्ट होत असेल तरच मग ते असेल व्हॅलिड असेल, नाही तर मग तो इनव्हॅलिड असेल. मग टोकन मध्ये आपण त्याला स्प्लिट करून घेतलं. स्प्लिट का बरं केलं हे आपण बघू तुझी पिढीला विचारून बघू. Why we are using this name. Takes the odd header string, split it by spaces, and take the second type as the token, but why that's the question. What does auth header actually contain? It contains authentication, then string, okay. It looks like okay. So in Python, okay, this is one string. It contains two parts, bearer, okay. This contains bearer and the token. Okay, I understand what they are saying about. Uh, Actually, from when the म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण बॅकएंड कडनं तो टोकन येतो, मग तो बिअरर आणि टोकन या फॉर्मॅटमध्ये असतो. आपण बघितलं जसं इकडे आपण ती पण रिक्वेस्ट टाकली होती की अं, हो. जर ऑथ हेडर्स जर स्टार्ट होत नसेल बिहेवियर पासून तर मग हे टाका. आणि मग आता ते स्टार्ट तर झाले, मग त्याला आपण स्प्लिट करून जे ओरिजिनल टोकन आहे ते आपण याच्यात स्टोअर करू. आणि ते स्टोअर केल्यानंतर मग टोकन आपण डेटाला देऊ, मग तो डेटा त्याला डिकोड करेल. आणि जसं डिकोड केलं मग आपल्याला समजेल की जे टोकन आहे ते इनव्हॅलिड आहे किंवा एक्सपायर आहे. आणि मग त्याच्यापासून मग आपण डेटा घेऊ. या इन दिस टाईप ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर वर्किंग. सो ओके, नाईस टू सी. आय होप तुम्हाला सर्वांना कळलं पण असेल. थँक्यू.